with me.
Now on CoastTV News.
Another cold fall morning for Delmarva with the chilly breeze too. A couple of more cool days and then a late week warm up with showers possible for the start of the weekend. I'll have the details next.
Dignified transfer at Dover. Just hours ago, 2 soldiers who died in the Mediterranean Sea returned to the United States.
Damage to a tribute, the reaction from Georgetown officials over what happened at a memorial for a fallen police officer.
Well, I'm not sure there's an answer that'll make everybody happy.
Different approach to drugs, the marijuana policy being considered in Sussex County seat.
This is CoastTV News Today.
And welcome to our 6 o'clock hour. Good morning, I'm Matt Pensick.
Good morning, I'm Paige Marley. It is Tuesday, November 14th, 2023.
Yeah, we've been talking about this, waiting for a little bit of a warm-up. Once that sun makes its appearance, it'll be warmer today. I'm going to go transition from the winter jacket to the windbreaker.
Okay, that's fair. I did the same thing this morning.
So a little fashion talk there for you.
That's right. It is getting to my favorite part of the morning when the sun starts to come up. We see it on our live cameras. Let's bring in First Alert meteorologist Bob Try. He joins us with a first look at your forecast. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning, Matt and Paige. Good morning, Delmarva. The key today is to stay in the sun and stay out of the wind, and then you should be fine. But you still need that jacket. It's cold this morning. Make sure you bundle up. 31 Redden, 39 Georgetown, Delmar and Selbyville at 34. So some of us are scraping ice inland areas, not so along the coast. You have temperatures in the 40s. A light northwest breeze now. That will pick up during the day as we're looking at clear skies all across Delmarva. So a nice start to the day. It's just chilly as we have low pressure to the north and east and high pressure to the west. So right in between, we will have a northwest flow, and those winds will pick up with time as we warm from the 30s and 40s into the upper 40s by 9. We start to see these blue and yellow arrows indicating some of the stronger winds by this afternoon. By noon, around 52 to 54 inland, and I think most of us topping out right around 55 inland areas. A little cooler along the beaches and feeling colder with that wind. It's getting dark now around 5 o'clock, so those temperatures fall pretty quickly. If you're taking a stroll on the boardwalk in Bethany Beach, it will be breezy and cold, but lots of sunshine, temperatures from the 40s and then eventually into the 50s by mid-morning.
We have breaking news this morning. As you first saw on the Coast TV News app, the bodies of 2 of the 5 Army Special Operations soldiers killed in a helicopter crash last week have made their way back to the U.S. On your screen, you will see video at Dover Air Force Base of the dignified transfer for 26-year-old Staff Sergeant Tanner Groan and 27-year-old Sergeant Andrew Southard. This was just hours ago. It happened early Tuesday morning. They died during a training exercise in the Eastern Mediterranean Sea Friday as part of American contingency plans around the war between Israel and Hamas.
And we move on. A stretch of Route 113 in the Dagsboro area proved to be dangerous on Monday. 2 big crashes in a period of less than 24 hours. Most recent one was just before 9 p.m. at the intersection of 9 Foot Road, south of the main commercial area there on 113. Delaware State Police tweeted that US 13 southbound, south of 9 Foot Road, was closed. The agency confirmed to Coast TV News that a truck carrying chicken waste had overturned. No word yet on any injuries or what caused the crash.
And just south of that location on 113, several people were injured in a crash Monday morning. According to the Sussex County Emergency Operations Center, a car collided with a tractor trailer. This was around 3 a.m. One person was taken by a helicopter for medical treatment. At least one other was taken by ambulance. We are still waiting on updates for those injuries.
Well, happening today in Dewey Beach, a possible vote on parking regulations. This is in order to increase more money coming into the town. The Budget and Finance Committee meets this afternoon, and it could vote to make recommendations to Town Council on parking regulations, new revenue streams, and town expenses. Town says the vote could decide whether to reduce or even eliminate free parking evenings. Now, currently, free parking times in the summer, they're Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday from 5 to 11 p.m.
Today, Ocean City Town Council could discuss the creation of a formal policy on air rights. Air rights have become a big issue in Ocean City. Most recently, there have been a number of stories about the air rights that Margaritaville has been trying to acquire to build its big hotel. As it stands right now, there is still no formal policy for how to deal with the abandonment and the sale of city right-of-ways or air rights. Now the town council is asking their staff to develop a formal policy, determine fiscal impact, and make recommendations. The next council meeting on this is at 1:30.
Well, today, some expected pushback on the latest attempt to develop land off of Route 54 in Fenwick Island. It's the land that we're showing you here. A public hearing is scheduled this afternoon at the Sussex County Council meeting over an effort to build 23 units. This is from the Carl M. Freeman Companies. Their planned hotel on the same piece of land was rejected 2 years ago. CEO Michelle Freeman says, quote, "We remain committed to developing the property in a manner that is sensitive to the surrounding area and environment," end quote. Freeman also says the company will add buffers and road improvements to address neighbors' concerns.
Happening today, Governor Carney is scheduled to sign a proclamation in observance of a Native American Heritage Month. According to Carney's office, he will be joined by the Lenape and Nanacoke Indian tribes. Members of the Delaware General Assembly will also be in attendance. This all takes place at 2 p.m. at the Carver State Office Building in Wilmington. November is Native American Heritage Month.
Developing news out of Georgetown, where like many communities on Delmarva, what to do about recreational marijuana is a big topic of debate. The Sussex County seat may be taking a different approach. According to town manager Gene Dvornik, towns and municipalities have until next summer to figure out if they either want to regulate pot or restrict it. And according to Dvornik, he says Georgetown is looking towards regulating marijuana.
I'm not sure there's an answer that'll make everybody happy, but I think, part of it with everything is change is inevitable. So, embrace it, see what is available. And certainly if you've got an opinion one way or the other, we see that on a lot of our zoning things, is share your opinions.
And the ordinance will need to go through both the Planning Commission and Town Council again before anything is finalized.
Staying in Georgetown, where a memorial to a fallen officer appears to have been knocked over. This is the Chad Spicer Memorial that rests in the Georgetown Circle. You can see it there. It's laying on its side. Town manager Gene Dvornik did confirm to CoastTV News that the monument was hit by a car. Town Council discussed in their meeting just last night the need to address safety concerns for traffic in the Georgetown Circle. Well, time is running out now for Congress to avoid a government shutdown this weekend. Today is the first time the House is able to vote on Speaker Mike Johnson's two-step funding plan, but a handful of his fellow Republicans are opposed to blocking it. If it can't even clear a procedural vote, Johnson might need support from Democrats. But that's what cost former Speaker Kevin McCarthy his gavel. A source of knowledge of that matter says Johnson thinks he has bipartisan support from top congressional leaders.
Well, today, tens of thousands of people are expected to take part in a march for Israel in Washington, D.C. The sign of support comes over a month since Hamas brutally attacked Israel by beheading and kidnapping civilians.
Yeah, NBC's Bree Jackson shows us now the preparations underway for this huge rally in our nation's capital.
As fighting continues in Israel, faith leaders are making a moral case for the conflict to end.
Unless we figure out how we can be a big us, the kinds of terrible things that we are now seeing in Gaza and that we saw in Israel are going to happen continuously.
After days of airstrikes, the main hospital in Gaza is no longer functioning. Health officials say several newborns have died and dozens more are at risk.
We do not want to see firefights in hospitals. We want to see patients protected. We want to see hospitals protected.
President Biden also weighing in on the hostage situation.
Also, there is an effort to take this pause to deal with the release of prisoners.
On Capitol Hill, calls for peace continue.
Ceasefire means that we want to have clean hearts, but are willing to have dirty hands to bring enemies and people that are adversarial together so they can build a lasting peace.
There are millions of people across our country right now who are horrified watching the government support collective punishment of Palestinians while the Israeli government continues to carry war crimes by cutting off water, food, and life-saving medical care.
Preparations are underway for tens of thousands to rally at the National Mall today in support of Israel and to speak out against anti-Semitism. In Washington, Bree Jackson, NBC News.
And the Anti-Defamation League says they've seen anti-Semitic incidents increase by nearly 400% in America in the week since Hamas initiated their terrorist attacks.
All right, we still have more news to get to this morning on CoastTV News Today.
That coming up, one theater in Millsboro working to make a big comeback. What the owner says is the hope for a return of a popular local venue.
And possible project in Rehoboth Beach aims to fix drainage systems and more. But the city says it was put on hold, even though locals are concerned about the water quality.
And one big attraction in Las Vegas reporting a $100 million loss in revenue. Why company officials say that report could be a little misleading. All that and more as Coast TV News Today continues.
Wow, it's so much bigger than you realize. East Coast Tile and Flooring has the largest selection of tile from around the world. And they are the only Dow Tile premier showroom on the shore. They have the knowledge and expertise to assist architects, designers, and homeowners, and are fully licensed to take on any job from start to finish. Family owned and operated since 1947. Call East Coast Tile and Flooring today for a design consultation.
Discover Coastal Delaware's ultimate senior living experiences at the lodges of Coastal Delaware. With locations in Rehoboth Beach or Lewis, you can dive into a world of sun, sea, and sand every day. Whether independent living, assisted living, or memory care, here residents enjoy a lively community of friends, laughter, and endless activities. Savor amazing food or grab a drink. The possibilities are endless. Join us and ride the wave of senior living at its finest. No matter the lifestyle you're seeking, we've got options for you.
Positive, focused,
supportive, and goal-oriented. These are just a few qualities of coaches who inspire their athletes.
Each month, the Preston Automotive Group will select a coach who makes a difference and make a $500 donation to their organization. Then at the end of the year, 3 of these coaches will receive an extra donation to their program.
Nominate your coach today at DelmarvaSportsNetwork.com under the Features tab.
Delmarva Sports Network Coach who makes a difference. Brought to you by Preston Automotive Group.
Swim on over to Solero atop the Henlopen Hotel in Rehoboth Beach for the 2023 Mayor Institute Fundraiser. Come out to the kickoff event Saturday, November 18th at 4 p.m. Enjoy a fun-filled evening, live music, a wine tasting with celebrity bartenders, hors d'oeuvres, desserts, and both live and silent auctions. The fundraiser is the premier fundraising event for Mayor Institute and endangered marine mammals and sea turtles. For more info and tickets, go to mayorinstitute.org.
It is exactly 6:12 on our frosty Tuesday morning for some of us. Tidal Health Cam from Seaford showing the blue skies, increasing light as the sun is up in about 25 minutes or so. And temperatures 32 in Seaford, 36 in Greenwood, 31 in Redden. So some frost inland areas. And we're looking at 40s along the coast, so you're frost free there. Winds slowly picking up now from the northwest. They'll get pretty breezy today. Feels like temperature pretty close to the actual temperature right now as we are seeing clear skies. So wall to wall sunshine. Stay in the sun and away from the breeze if you can today, with low pressure to the east and high pressure to the west. It will be a little breezy out there, and great weather to wash the car, not only today, but Wednesday and Thursday as well.
Well, we have learned that Milford Area State Representative Brian Shoup is running for re-election in 2024. The Republican is a small business owner in Milford. He's been a member of the State House since 2018, and he serves the communities of Milford, Lincoln, Ellendale, Slaughter Beach, and Prime Hook. We have a traffic update to tell you about in Lewis. DelDOT announced that drivers can expect closures on Beaver Dam Road today. Beaver Dam Road is between the roundabout for the Anchor Run subdivision and Stockley Road. And DelDOT says the closure is due to work related to the housing development. Lane closures will be from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. each day, and this closure will go through Thursday, November 16th.
Those buying houses in the current housing market are older and wealthier. According to new data released Monday from the National Association of Realtors, the median age for a repeat buyer is 58 years old. Older buyers are edging out younger ones who are struggling right now to get into the market due to surging interest rates and high home prices due to low inventory. Sphere is one of Las Vegas's biggest and newest attractions. If you haven't seen it in person, you've probably seen this on social media. Yet the company that oversees the 18,000-seat music and entertainment center says Sphere is in the red right now. We aren't just talking about those lights. According to the company, the venue lost nearly $100 million in the last quarter. But get this, company leaders say those figures are misleading because those earnings report include July and August. When Sphere was not open, it actually debuted in late September. Still to come this morning, possible stormwater projects in Rehoboth Beach. How soon the Director of Public Works says that plan could begin if it's approved by the city.
We have another gorgeous day in store for Del Mar. What a beautiful start. Look at the skies beginning to brighten on our Boardwalk Plaza camera. A beautiful, serene shot of the Atlantic Ocean. We've got a couple of breezy, cool days on the way and then a warm-up late week. Maybe a few showers Friday into early Saturday. The weekend looking good. I'll have that and your Thanksgiving travel forecast coming up next.
Unwrap major savings this season with Horizon Services. Save up to 20% off select heating and cooling systems. Plus, get up to $1,500 back when purchased by December 8th. Hurry, call now or visit us at horizonservices.com.
It's always a good time to protect and improve your home's value. At Pinnacle Concrete Coatings, our highly trained experts are dedicated to creating beautiful, durable floors at a fair, honest price. And most jobs are completed in just one day. Our multi-step process uses heavy-duty, high-precision equipment to create gorgeous floors that stand the test of time. 4 times stronger than epoxy and resistant to abrasions, chemicals, and UV damage. And all residential applications are backed by a lifetime warranty. Call to schedule your free estimate. Pinnacle Concrete Coatings, because quality matters.
Need help giving a gift? Make your loved ones feel special. Celebrate their birthday. Congratulate a colleague's achievement by sending them a shout-out through Delmarva Life Occasions. All for free on delmarvalife.com. Upload a picture with a message about the special celebration. Delmarva Life Occasions is brought to you free by Island Creamery, found in Chincoteague, Salisbury, and Berlin.
Unexpected heater breakdown this holiday season? Horizon Services Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing has you covered with $50 off any heating repair. Get back to being nice and toasty. This sweet deal's a steal. Visit horizonservices.com today.
The weather is brought to you by Spicer Brothers Construction. Born here to serve here.
When it comes to your home, you need a local contractor you can trust and quality you can count on. Spicer Brothers is properly licensed in Maryland, Delaware, and Virginia, and we're here to help.
Our team is committed to customer satisfaction, and we stand behind our work with our Platinum Plus lifetime warranty.
Right now, finance your entire project with no interest and no payments until 2025. So, for all your exterior and bathroom remodeling needs, call the company you can trust. Spicer Brothers, we've got you covered.
It is now 6:17 on your Tuesday morning, and take a look at your TV real quick, or your phone, wherever you're watching. That's a live look at Rehoboth Beach on our Boardwalk Plaza cam. And Bob, I was so excited to see the sunrise, but then you told me we have to enjoy these sunrises while they last. They might get later and later again.
Yeah, they are. You know, as we get closer to the winter solstice, sunrise is getting later and sunset's getting earlier, days are getting shorter. I do want to fast forward a little bit here and take a look at the Thanksgiving Day travel forecast. I know it's about a week out and it's still a little blurry as far as exactly what's going to happen, but we have an idea of what we think the weather pattern will be. And there goes the Fowl Express. I like the name of that bus. We're looking at maybe 57 degrees next Wednesday, big travel day. We're looking at showers, maybe a big area of showers across the East Coast. The good news is it'll be rain, not snow. So that's good. And then right now, Thanksgiving Day looks good, much like today, cool and breezy and 55. We'll see how that shakes out. And we are expecting 55 degrees today, 57 Wednesday, warming into the 60s Thursday and Friday. In fact, some places near 70 on Friday, then back to 59 on Saturday, maybe a few showers then. But right now, it's a little frosty inland. We've got 30s. If you're 34 degrees or colder, probably scraping a little frost. 40s along the coast, no frost there. We've got a light northwest wind now, but it will pick up with time as we're looking at clear skies all across the area, maybe just a few high clouds floating in. We've got low pressure across New England. They've got some snow up there and high pressure to the west. So right in between, we'll see a breezy northwest wind today as temperatures rise into the upper 40s by 9, close to 50 in Rehoboth. And then by noon, you can see the arrows blue and orange indicating that breeze, 54 inland to about 55 in Millsboro, Seaford, and Delmar for your high later on. Low 50s along the coast. Sun goes down. Those temperatures start to plummet as we see high pressure settle over us tomorrow morning. We're in the 30s. It will be frosty. I think we'll see more clouds tomorrow afternoon with temperatures into the upper 50s and then back into the 40s tomorrow evening. But these winds start to really pick up, 25 to maybe close to 30 miles per hour along the coast. So you're going to need that heavier jacket throughout the morning. Still pretty breezy into this afternoon. Then the winds start to calm down later this afternoon into tonight and tomorrow morning as high pressure settles in and those temperatures do start to drop off. Now, later in the week, we have a front moving in from the west, kind of starved for moisture. Then we have a lot of moisture offshore with a tropical system. They are not going to phase, so we'll see the bulk of this move offshore and maybe a little bit of the moisture from the cold front, some light showers. That's about it. Otherwise, we dry out and it's blustery and cool for the rest of the weekend. Here is your, day part forecast. We're looking at temperatures into the mid-50s today. And your Paul Davis 10-day forecast, mid to upper 50s through Wednesday. And then into the 60s Thursday, close to 70 Friday, showers into early Saturday. And then the rest of the weekend's nice in the 50s. Pretty cool into the following week. Of course, we're leading up to Thanksgiving and looking wet. Late Tuesday, once again, big travel day. Wednesday looks wet, but Turkey Day, Thanksgiving, mostly sunny and 55.
All right, thanks, Bob. A stormwater utility implementation plan was approved by Rehoboth Beach commissioners in the spring. The plan would fix drainage systems, remove debris from waterways, and more, but the city says it had to put the project on hold because it was too expensive. Several people living in Rehoboth Beach, they've expressed concerns about water pollution and quality. Now, storm drainage systems, they're important because they drain into the ocean and lakes like Lake Garrar and Silver Lake.
We love our lakes, right? We love our ocean water quality. So it's important for us as a city to make sure that they're all clean so that people that come to Rehoboth or live in Rehoboth, can use them safely.
And the Director of Public Works says if the budget for the project gets approved, they expect the new plan to be in effect in early 2025.
And with effective stormwater management, the city also says that there are a variety of benefits that can improve water quality, some including reduced pollutants in surface water, reduced flooding risks, increased protection for people and property, as well as increased protection for wildlife habitats.
Well, happening today in Rehoboth Beach, the city will host a BB Healthcare flu vaccination clinic. This will take place from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Convention Center, and the city says regular dose vaccines will be available for ages 5 and up, and high-dose vaccines are available for people 65 and older.
Coming up on Coast TV News, One Millsboro Theater working to make a comeback. What the owner says caused the theater to shut down for a number of years. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Watch for the IG Burton First Alert Weather Jeep.
Feast on big winning at Ocean Downs with Thanksgiving. Every Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, you can win $50 free play when playing with your card. Plus, everyone playing at your slot bank wins too. Ocean Downs Casino, where the fun shines.
Never miss a game for your favorite local team. Take the DSN app with you wherever you go. Whether you're out to eat, camping with friends, or at home relaxing with your family, the DSN app notifies you when your team is on live so you can watch the game as it happens or watch videos on demand. Keep up with local sports all from one app. From your mobile device to Fire Stick, Roku, and Apple TV. Download the DSN app today. Driven by Preston Automotive Group.
When choosing windows and doors for your home, at Pella, it's your choice. We manufacture maintenance-free vinyl, fiberglass, and wood-clad windows and patio doors, all with lifetime warranties. High performance, energy efficient, and loaded with options to help make your house your home. Industry-first features and benefits make living easier and increase your home's value. Visit our Experience Center or call us today to schedule your free in-home consultation, where we bring the showroom to you.
Farming's always been a passion of mine. My grandfather was a farmer. It's something that's in your blood. You don't mind the work. It's very rewarding. If there was ever an issue that where I lost a flock of chickens or a tractor caught fire, without a doubt, I know that Avery Hall Insurance would take care of my every need. It was a no-brainer decision for me. There's insurance for every farmer's every need. It gives you a peace of mind knowing that your investments are covered with a company like Avery Hall.
1025 WBOC.
Theater in downtown Millsboro, originally called the Ball Theater, now called the Millstone Theater, is looking to make a comeback. According to the owner of that theater, Eric Clark, it hosted small productions for years before shutting down in 2020 due to the pandemic. While the theater is currently closed, people in town say they hope that's not the case for much longer. Clark says he's working to reopen it. Many in town, like one woman we spoke with, Marcia Childress, says she wants to see the theater make a comeback.
There's just nothing more cooperative and community building than a theater in town.
And Clark says he's currently working to iron out a revitalization plan, but he doesn't have an expected date just yet as to when that theater may reopen.
First alert meteorologist Bob Trahey joins us again, and as we were talking about some of the conditions today, sun, cold wind's going to be a bit of a factor today too.
Yeah, absolutely, and for boaters, it's going to be choppy out there with wind gusts 30 miles per hour, small craft advisory, so be careful. You probably see some whitecaps on the bay and oceans. And here we go for Assateague and Chincoteague, beginning in the 40s. We'll see a lot of sunshine, but it will be breezy today. Around 56 by noon. Hey, that's pretty nice. And then 5 o'clock, it's dark and temperatures dipping into the 50s. A little farther up the coast, Fenwick Island, you're into the 50s as well. In Ocean City, you have a nice day, lots of sunshine, and into the mid-50s, waves around 2 to 4 feet. Once again, a little choppy out there for the boaters. And we'll be looking at a warm-up through time with a little bit of rain for the weekend, early part of the weekend, not a big deal. More on that forecast coming up.
Thank you, Bob. Also coming up, the Supreme Court adopting a new code of conduct, the alleged actions from judges that led to these new rules.
Also, marijuana in Georgetown, the difference in policy here compared to other communities.
And a dignified transfer for 2 soldiers involved in that crash in the Mediterranean Sea last week. What the Department of Defense says led to that crash. Coast TV News Today will be right back.
Get in gear with Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3.
It's Free Truck Fridays, your ticket to a new 2023 Ford Ranger thanks to Pohanka Ford of Salisbury. Stay tuned to Big D and Bubba all week as they reveal the Free Truck Friday song.
Then listen to April and me to play the song. Be caller 10 and you might be parking a new 2023 Ford Ranger in your driveway.
Drive over to coastcountry.com for all the details.
Coast Country's Free Truck Fridays with Pohanka Ford of Salisbury,
where your drive to work
could upgrade your ride home.
It's the Black Friday sales event all month long at all IG Burton Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram locations. Drive home in a sporty and performance-packed Wrangler Sport 4XE for just $329 per month. Or buy a 2023 Jeep Grand Cherokee with 2.9% financing, plus no payments for 90 days. Visit IG Burton Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram today in Melford, Smyrna, Newark, or Berlin to take advantage of Black Friday savings all month long. Nobody beats a Burton deal. Nobody.
Going solar can be a big investment. We provide quality equipment and first-rate warranties.
Let Solaire be your trusted advisor. We can provide you with a no-cost proposal, a second opinion, which could save you significant money.
Solaire helped us through the permitting, financing, and grant process. They offer a quality product at a fair price.
Whether you have a business, a farm, or a residential home, give us the opportunity to show you what we can offer.
Please give Solaire a call today. You'll be shocked at the savings.
Hi, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to Today.
Every day,
We are adding to the star power in our studio.
the biggest names, only on Today.
Worth coming in this early, right?
I'm happy to be on the Today Show.
We hear one of your favorite snacks is popcorn.
Oh,
okay. Well, Roka wanted to bring you some.
Oh, look at that.
Never leaving.
Can't wait to see my Today family.
We got Olivia Rodrigo.
We're just getting started, folks.
This has been fantastic.
Everything and everyone you're talking about, only on Today.
This is Coast TV News Today.
November 14th, 2023. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Pensick. Good morning, Paige.
Good morning. Thanks for joining us, everybody. I'm Paige Marley.
Yeah, we're closing in on 6:28 on this Tuesday morning. We were chatting during the break. Hunters, they are out in all these type of elements, the cold as it warms up. So they have to kind of be aware of what's going on. They're probably used to it, though.
That's true.
If you've been hunting a while, you know when you hunt in November.
That's right. You know what to expect.
Bundle up in the morning.
You know, one of our coworkers came in yesterday wearing camo pants and a hat, like a snow hat. And I'm like, where are you? What are you doing?
Yeah.
He said he came from hunting.
All right. Did you get anything?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I didn't ask. I see I'm from the D.C. area. I didn't know how big of a deal hunting was until I moved to Pennsylvania, now here.
I grew up in Northeast PA.
Yeah.
We had the Monday off after Thanksgiving.
Oof.
For hunting season. That's
so
how big
funny.
it was in my area.
I get it. Hey, if you like it, go for it. But I don't know if I could hunt and be in the cold, but if you can, you go. Let's bring in first alert meteorologist Bob Trahey now. Bob, is it a little too cold for you as well to be out there hunting in the morning?
Well, you know, if you bundle up, it's not bad. And, you know, if you're hunting or out and about or just going to work and school, bundle up. You know, whether you're in your camo or just going to work and school, you definitely want to layer up this morning because it is cold out there. We're looking at temperatures now warming up, actually, it looks like with the wind. 34 in Delmar, 34 in Seaford, 39 in Millsboro. So it looks like that wind is kicking in. 40 in Milton, 44 in Rehoboth, and we are seeing the winds beginning to pick up out of the northwest. But that feels like temperature will be a little colder than the actual temperature as we're looking at mainly clear skies. And we've got a few high clouds building in, and we've got low pressure to the north causing some flurries across New England and high pressure to the west. So right in between, it gets breezy today, upper 40s mid-morning, and then we get into the 50s by noon. I think we top out somewhere around 55. Georgetown back through Selbyville, a little cooler along the beaches, and then temperatures plunge this evening once it gets dark. Make sure you have the hat and gloves in today's checklist. Heavy coat, warm beverage, ice scraper for some, and make sure you have the sunglasses as well.
All right, thank you, Bob. Georgetown Town Council taking the first steps towards potentially regulating recreational marijuana businesses.
Yeah, Coast TV News reporter Charles Reiner breaks down how the county seat may handle pot.
Sparking up the discussions on weed in Georgetown. Georgetown Town Council reviewed a possible ordinance that would regulate recreational pot. The discussions revolved around seeing how rules would work.
It's going to be a federal law that marijuana is going to be acceptable. Why not get ahead of it by putting some rules and regulations that we know we can control?
The ordinance would only allow there to be 2 marijuana dispensaries in town limits, and only 1 cultivation center, 1 manufacturing center, and 1 testing center. The ordinance would also not allow drive-thrus at dispensaries or outdoor seating. While no specific benefits were outlined, town manager Gene Dvornik says marijuana businesses in Georgetown are a possibility.
Well, I'm not sure there's an answer that'll make everybody happy, but I think, part of it with everything is change is inevitable. So, embrace it, see what is available, and certainly if you've got an opinion one way or the other, we see that on a lot of our zoning things is share your opinions.
The majority of council members were wary of allowing marijuana businesses in the county seat. Dvornik says towns have until this coming summer to make a decision on if they want to allow marijuana businesses or send them to greener pastures.
There was no vote tonight. Dvornik says that if something like this were to be passed, it would have to go through the town's planning commission and go back to the town council again before anything can be finalized. I'm Charles Reiner in Georgetown, Coast TV News.
And this brings us to our Coast TV poll. We're asking the question, do you think Georgetown should ban weed?
All right, let's take a look at these updated results. We got some more votes in the last hour. 55% of you say allow it. That's still the leading vote right now, but what did go up a little bit is ban it. That's at 44%. 44% of you want to ban it in Georgetown. Just 1% of you're still undecided. That's okay. Take your time. You can still vote. Head to coasttvnews.com or our mobile app. Well, we have some breaking news this morning now. As you first saw on the Coast TV News app, the bodies of 2 of the 5 Army Special Operations soldiers killed in a helicopter crash last week have made their way back to the U.S. On your screen now, you'll see video at Dover Air Force Base of the dignified transfer for 26-year-old Staff Sergeant Tanner Groen and 27-year-old Sergeant Andrew Southard. This was hours ago, early Tuesday morning. According to the Department of Defense, they died during a training exercise in the Eastern Mediterranean Sea Friday as part of an American contingency plan around the war between Israel and Hamas. Delaware State Police have identified the man who died in a crash in Delmar Saturday night. Police say 35-year-old Alexander Betchel of Seaford has died. They say he was speeding on Whitesville Road east of Whaley's Road, and for reasons under investigation still, he lost control of the car. Troopers say a 31-year-old woman was thrown from the car. She was flown to a hospital with serious injuries.
Dagsboro's looking to fill 3 seats in its town council, and the town is holding a municipal election on December 2nd to do this. From 1 to 5 p.m., this will be at the Dagsboro Fire Hall, and according to the town, there are 5 candidates on the ballot. They're running for a 2-year term. Candidates' names can be found on our website, coasttvnews.com.
Over $7 million is going towards restoring and protecting habitats in the Chesapeake Bay watershed. The announcement coming from Maryland's congressional lawmakers, the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, and the National Fish and Wildlife Foundation. 25 grants, including more than $1,300,000 for 9 projects in Maryland. Among other goals, the projects focus on improving water quality, sustaining the health of the watershed and its inhabitants into the future.
Housing in Maryland, the state's Department of Planning recently created an accessory dwelling unit policy task force to study the placement of secondary units. These are apartments over garages or basement apartments, and according to the department, the task force will study the placement of these units on land zoned for single-family homes. Goal of the group is to develop policy recommendations and study the potential impacts on surrounding single-family neighborhoods. Task force will hold its third meeting on Tuesday, November 28th from 9 a.m. to noon. That will be over Zoom. Congress just has 3 days left to fund or pass a funding bill. This would avoid a government shutdown. The new House Speaker says he has a plan to do just that.
But as Amy Kiley shows us, he might need bipartisan support for it to go through.
Time is running out for Congress to avoid a government shutdown this weekend. Today is the first time the House is able to vote on Speaker Mike Johnson's two-step funding plan, but
right now, I oppose this measure. I think it's a mistake. I don't support the rule advancing it.
a handful of Johnson's fellow Republicans are poised to block it. If it can't even clear a procedural vote, Johnson might need support from Democrats. That's what cost former Speaker Kevin McCarthy the gavel.
Not commenting on it yet. We're working with everybody.
Representative Jim McGovern is the top Democrat on the Rules Committee. He says he thinks Johnson will bring the bill under suspension of the rules. That means it could skip the procedural vote, but it would need a 2/3 majority to pass.
For now, I am pleased that Speaker Johnson seems to be moving in our direction.
A source with knowledge of the matter says Johnson thinks he has bipartisan support from top congressional leaders.
House Republicans have produced a responsible measure that will keep the lights on.
Of course, the bill also needs support from President Joe Biden. Despite initial criticism, he's now signaling he might be willing to sign it.
We'll see what happens.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
The Supreme Court has adopted a new set of ethical standards. The High Court announced what it called a code of conduct in the wake of allegations of ethics lapses. The code requires justices to, quote, uphold the integrity and the independence of the judiciary and avoid impropriety and the appearance of impropriety in all activities, end quote. The court has been under scrutiny since a report earlier this year alleging Justice Clarence Thomas had taken trips funded by Republican billionaire Harlan Crow without disclosing them.
More news to get to in this final half hour. Don't go anywhere.
Coming up, good news for those who love to travel by how much passport processing times have decreased. Also, a battle to advance in the state championships. The Delmarva Sports Network has the highlights from the girls' volleyball game with Cesar Rodney versus Smyrna.
And Ocean City winning an award on its tourism. All the work, they say, led to being honored with this award. Stay with us on Coast TV News today.
It all started with a food truck and a dream of bringing excellent street food to our community. That dream became Tiki Jack's as we know it today. From mouth-watering street tacos to our signature sandwiches and street-inspired entrees, Tiki Jack's is the ultimate destination for comfort food by the shore. Whether you're dining out with family or looking for a fun night out with friends, stop by Tiki Jack's at Rehoboth Beach today for all your street eats and brews.
With all the choices of services around Delmarva, where do you even begin? Trust experts of various fields offering the best of Delmarva, including Kitchen Concepts Plus, Chesapeake Eye Center, Apple Discount Drugs, Porch Protection Systems, FLC Energy, Spicer Brothers Construction, Mattress Peddlers, Homewell Care Services, Robinson's Jewelry and Coin Shop, Delmarva Acupuncture and Wellness Center, Mast Audiology Services, Riptide Restoration, Active Pest Solutions, Atlantic Tactical Firearms Trainers, Delmarva Dave, Buchanan Subaru, and Floor Coverings International of Middle Delmarva. Delmarva experts, local experts, right when you need them. Fall is upon us, and this season brings beautiful meaning to Delmarva. However, some critters are now looking for a new home. At Bennett Termite, we are dedicated to navigating these challenges, no matter what the season. After all, for fall, who wants to deal with spiders and annoying crickets? So, while I always say my tagline, please know that I truly stand behind our services. We are a local, veteran-owned company that works hard to stand behind our mission.
6:39 on this chilly and increasingly breezy Tuesday morning. Dry Tech Cam looking at the blue skies, 46 at Ocean City, and you've got a northwest breeze that's beginning to pick up, and that breeze is actually bringing the temperatures up a couple degrees, so a little frosty inland with 30s and 40s and mid-40s along the coast right now, and the winds are light now, but they will pick up with time, and the feels like temperature pretty similar to the actual temperature right now as we're looking at mostly clear skies right now, and that'll be the case all day as we've got low pressure to the north and high pressure to the west. So right in between, we'll be looking at that northwest flow. So a little breezy for runners this morning. We're looking at lots of sunshine, but look at those northwest breezes around 10 to up to about 20 miles per hour at times with temperatures in the 40s and then eventually into the 50s.
The Rehoboth Beach Board of Commissioners is meeting on Friday to consider how to move forward on the proposed new Beach Patrol headquarters and comfort station. Commissioners will consider resuming a public hearing related to the abandonment of Baltimore Avenue, where the potential station is supposed to be built. Also proposed is a resolution to abandon the street section and move forward with the project or consider other alternatives.
Roadwork update in Sussex County. Drivers need to either be alerted about, and in some places they're already in place, according to DelDOT. Delmarva Central Railroad forces will be resurfacing and performing general maintenance of their crossing on Nanticoke Avenue at the railroad crossing. This will be tomorrow in Seaford. Crews will be working on repairing a sinkhole on November 16th at Central Avenue between Market Street and Front Street. That's in Laurel. There's road work and lane closures on Fitzgerald Road from Shawnee Road to Route 113 in Lincoln, and Shingle Point Road and Chestnut Street from Route 30 Harbison Road to Church Street.
The Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Good morning. A henloping clash between Cesar Rodney and Smyrna for a place in the Volleyball Delaware State Championship. In the state semifinals, Smyrna got out to a 10-2 lead over CR in the opening set, but the Riders wouldn't go down easy. Ava Brown buries a kill from the middle to make it 11-4. Then later on, Melissa Eddy sets one up and rips it home right here. The Riders went on a 10-5 run to make it 15-12. But Smyrna's Anna Richardson was too good. She had 3 kills in the first set, and the Eagles took it 25-20 in the second set now. Eddy smashed another one of her 6 kills in the set for CR, but Richardson followed suit right here, keeping Smyrna in it. She had 12 kills for the Eagles. This set was tied at 7 different times. We go to the 24-24 mark, and the Eagles go right back to Richardson with the changeup this time to make it 25-24 and to finish it off. CR can't return it after another Richardson swing. The Eagles are up 2-0. And now moving on to the third, the Eagles take full control. Brooke Burge drops one in the middle. She had 3 kills, Smyrna up 4-3. Then Richardson says, I can do it from back here too. The ace makes it 12-4 Eagles. Smyrna wins in straight sets and advances to the state final. That'll do it for sports. Have a great day.
Hey there, everybody. Here's a look at what's happening today at 4 o'clock on Coast Life.
There's a disease that affects many of us out there. We are sitting down with some of the experts with Peninsula Home Care to talk about diabetes.
And we want to hear from you. We are asking you, what's the biggest waste of time? We're going to share our answers and some of what you all said.
And we know there are so many talented individuals along coastal Delmarva. That is why we are checking in with artist and author Anne Crown.
All that and more is happening today at 4 o'clock. Just tune into Coast Life.
Swim on over to Solero atop the Henlopen Hotel in Rehoboth Beach for the 2023 Mayor Institute Fundraiser. Come out to the kickoff event Saturday, November 18th at 4 p.m. Enjoy a fun-filled evening, live music, a wine tasting with celebrity bartenders, hors d'oeuvres, desserts, and both live and silent auctions. The fundraiser is the premier fundraising event for Mayor Institute and endangered marine mammals and sea turtles. For more info and tickets, go to mayerinstitute.org.
When it comes to building your new home, don't settle for anything less than the best. Bay to Beach Builders is your trusted source for experience, quality, and design. Our team of experts work with you from start to finish to create your dream home. Expect an elevated customer experience with home visualizers, virtual home tours, and technology-inspired selections in our design studios. Visit one of our 2 convenient locations in Greenwood and Ocean View, or visit baytobeachbuilders.com. Your new home journey is a click away.
There's a psycho in my head. I'm closer to the edge, making me feel like I'm living
93.5 The Beach.
Weather brought to you by Coastal Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning, dedicated to excellence in Delaware and Maryland.
Thank you for calling Coastal Comfort.
This is a complimentary call. A couple of years ago, I had my heat pumps replaced. Last night, I noticed one of them wasn't working right. Somebody was out here within a couple of hours, and it's working perfectly. I was in the service industry for 33 years. Good service is something you can't find today. It very much is appreciated. Your crew's a good crew. Really fine people are professional and they're efficient.
Coastal Comfort, a Carrier factory authorized dealer. Carrier, turn to the experts.
It's now 6:45 on your Tuesday. There it is. The sun is up. That is a live look at Laurel on our Tyndall's Casual Furniture Cam. What a time to wake up in Laurel. I bet the sky is beautiful there. That sun is so bright, though, we can't even see all the sky, Bob.
Yeah, it's a little distorted there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're not going to complain. The sun's up. It's been up about 5 minutes now, and we will be looking at a lot of sunshine today. Will we see sunshine heading towards Thanksgiving? Well, that's kind of the big question. We're about a week out from that. And this is a preliminary look at your Turkey Day travel forecast. And get a look at this bus going by, Fowl Express. Get it? Yeah, pretty cool. Now, right now, we're thinking showers on Wednesday, 57. That's a big travel day. And we could see widespread showers across Delmarva and much of the East Coast then. And then it clears out and it's blustery and cool for Thanksgiving around 55, pretty much like today. So that is likely to change over the next few days. So we'll continue to fine tune that. But 55 today, 57 Wednesday. We warm into the 60s Thursday and Friday, and then it cools back to 59 by Saturday. So up and down temperatures continue. They're down right now. We're into the 30s, mid to upper 30s. They've actually come up a couple degrees the past hour or so because the winds are picking up, but still a little frosty inland areas, not so along the coast as those winds are picking up from the northwest. That'll be the case for today. Beautiful travel weather. We've got clear skies, maybe just a few high clouds. To the north, some flurries with low pressure across New England and high pressure to the west. So right in between, we have a northwest flow, and that will pick up the winds for today as we're warming through the 40s, upper 40s, mid-morning, and then by noon, right around 54, Seaford, Georgetown, and 50s along the coast too. You can see the arrows getting a little longer, changing colors, indicating gusty winds. Around 55, the high later today, and then it gets cold tonight with high pressure settling over us. The winds go pretty light. We're looking at temperatures dipping into the low 30s for some, and then 30s and 40s elsewhere. And then a few more clouds on Wednesday, and into the afternoon, highs into the middle 50s, much like today, and those clouds linger into tomorrow evening. But the winds are pretty gusty today, at least 20 miles per hour, 25 to close to 30 along the coast. But then they start to diminish this evening, and then overnight they start to go calm as we have high pressure, and that will make for a cold morning tomorrow morning. Now, heading into the end of the week, we're watching a system offshore. This is not linking up with the front to the west. That one will kind of dry out. Could give us a few showers later Friday into Saturday, but it looks like the main activity will be offshore with this system. In any case, it will be blustery and cooler as we go into the weekend and early next week. Paul Davis, 7-day forecast, 55 today, up to 57 Wednesday. Then we're into the 60s, close to 70 by Friday. Late day and evening showers could linger into early Saturday, and cooler 50s over the weekend. Sunday only 55. 32 Monday morning, and then as we head towards the week of Thanksgiving, Monday, lots of sunshine and 52.
Not too bad, Bob. Thank you. The holiday season is here. It is a time for joy and happiness, but for many people in our community, it can actually bring stress.
Yeah, and that's where Draper Media's Bless Our Children campaign can help, but we need your support to make it happen.
For many in our community, the holiday season can bring about stress as they, strive to create unforgettable moments for their cherished little ones.
That's where Draper Media's Bless Our Children campaign can help, but we need your support to make it happen. All of the money you donate to local nonprofit organizations, which give gifts to children this holiday season.
Every single penny, every single penny that you give help families right here in Delmarva, because Draper Media covers all administrative costs. Send a donation and a holiday card, and we may read your well wishes on the air.
Businesses can also help Bless Our Children by accepting the Shell Brother Bless Our Children Challenge by donating at least
$1,000. As our thank you, we'll list your business name on the Shell Brothers Honor Roll in order of amount given in increments of $1,000.
You can donate by sending a check or money order to Bless Our Children in care of Draper Media, or you can use your credit card online at blessourchildren.org.
Together, we can make the holidays this year
a special one.
Bless Our Children is administered by the Draper Holdings Charitable Foundation.
All right, exploring ways to lend a helping hand in Milton, a community volunteer fair. It's going to be held tomorrow. This will be from 1 to 3 p.m. at the Milton Public Library, and people of all ages, they're invited to explore a variety of volunteer opportunities with nonprofits located in Milton. Numerous tables will be set up to show how you can make a difference in the town.
The Ocean City Department of Tourism and Business Development has announced it has been honored with the Best Media and Public Relations Campaign Award at the Maryland Tourism and Travel Summit for its innovative 2023 program, Catch a Ride. This program encouraged travelers to plan a summer trip to Ocean City, and according to the town, these efforts resulted in 176 million media impressions. It earned a media value of $1.6 million.
If you need to renew your passport or even get a new one, this is a good time. Processing times for passports have dropped again, with the State Department getting through them a week faster than they did last month and 3 weeks faster than they did during the summer. According to the State Department, passports are now taking 7 to 10 weeks to process for routine service and 3 to 5 weeks for expedited.
All right, it's 6:50 now. Time to check in with our coastal pet of the day, brought to you by Maggie's Pet Boutique.
All right, today's pet of the day is named Ernie. Don't have a companion bird to go with Ernie, but you can see 7-year-old Ernie right now. Not sure if the hat he's wearing is blocking the sun too much. We do know that Ernie is a rescue who lives in Rehoboth Beach. His mom, Kathy, calls him the Beast.
Huh.
Yeah. And the two love to watch our newscasts and see each new coastal pet every morning. I do too, Ernie.
Yeah.
So good morning, Kathy and Ernie.
I just noticed that Ernie has a little maraca. I didn't notice that last hour.
That.
That's really cute.
Yeah.
We want to see more of your pets on Delmarva. Keep sending us photos and telling us what makes them so special.
Right. You can email us at content@coasttvnews.com, then watch weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. to see all of the pets we feature.
It is a chilly start to our Tuesday, but a beautiful one. Look at the sunrise, brightening skies, 43 in Lewis right now. It will be a sunny and blustery day. We've got a couple more cool days, and then a late week warm up and a few showers possible to start the weekend. All in all, looks good. And Thanksgiving travel could be a little wet. I'll have the 10-day forecast coming up next.
Collaboration and teamwork is what leads us to success. And at Pam Price & Associates, our philosophy is better together. We believe in working together to find solutions for our clients to help them achieve their goals, one home at a time.
It's about building relationships and providing the best experience with results.
Whether you are buying or selling, we have the market knowledge and resources to handle all your real estate needs. So let the team at Pam Price & Associates help you get to your next destination.
It was an older porch with concrete. There were stains on the floor. My wife, who researches everything, decided to look at Pinnacle Concrete Coatings. They explained the entire process, and it was right on track. They got it done in a day, and things were bright and clean, and everybody seemed to appreciate it all that much more. The quality is high-end, and the lifetime warranty can't be beat. I would more than say yes, you ought to recommend them. They were right on time. They explained it clearly. They worked with our schedule. They got it done, and it is perfect.
Going solar can be a big investment. We provide quality equipment and first-rate warranties.
Let Solaire be your trusted advisor. We can provide you with a no-cost proposal, a second opinion, which could save you significant money.
Solaire helped us through the permitting, financing, and grant process. They offer a quality product at a fair price.
Whether you have a business, a farm, or a residential home, give us the opportunity to show you what we can offer.
Please give Solaire a call today. You'll be shocked at the savings.
Life isn't always easy. Sometimes we need a little bit of help to work through life's more challenging problems. At Addiction Medical Facility, we are here for you, believing in your strengths to overcome any obstacle. Whether it's addiction to substance use disorders or mental health issues, there's hope for a better tomorrow. Together, we can tackle what is holding you back. Our medication-assisted treatment combines FDA-approved medication with counseling, offering a holistic approach tailored to your needs. Addiction Medical Facility. Together, we find hope and healing.
may look like a holiday shopping showdown, but it's a Nissan sales event ad. Good thing my Rogue has intelligent all-wheel drive.
So does my Altima.
Now get a low $359 per month lease or get 2.9% APR financing for 60 months on Rogue. Better hurry. These offers won't be back in stock.
It is 6:54. It's time now for some things you need to know before you go. The bodies of 2 of the 5 Special Army Operations soldiers killed in a helicopter crash last week have made their way back to the U.S. On your screen right now, you see video at Dover Air Force Base of that dignified transfer for 26-year-old Staff Sergeant Tanner Groan and 27-year-old Sergeant Andrew Southard. They died during a training exercise in the Eastern Mediterranean Sea Friday as part of American contingency plans around the war between Israel and Hamas.
Well, today in Dewey Beach, a possible vote on parking regulations. This is to bring in more money for the town. The Budget and Finance Committee is meeting at 4:30 p.m. and they could vote to make recommendations to Town Council on parking regulations, new revenue streams, and town expenses. Town says the vote could decide whether to reduce or eliminate free parking evenings in the summer.
A memorial to a fallen officer appears to have been knocked over. This is the Chad Spicer Memorial that rests in the Georgetown Circle. Town manager Gene Dvornik did confirm to CoastTV News that this monument was hit by a car.
Time running out for Congress to avoid a government shutdown. It's this weekend. Today is the first time the House is able to vote on Speaker Mike Johnson's two-step funding plan. A handful of his fellow Republicans are poised to block it. If it can't clear a procedural vote, Johnson might need support from Democrats. Source with knowledge of the matter says Johnson thinks he has bipartisan support from top congressional leaders.
All right, here's a hot take. Dr. Pepper with actual peppers in it. I actually think it sounds pretty good.
Okay, Paige.
Yeah, I'm not bad at it. That is the concept behind Dr. Pepper's new idea, the brand's newest carbonated concoction, Dr. Pepper Hot Take.
Now, what we know, it puts a fiery spin on the popular soda by adding spicy peppers.
Yeah, the limited edition drink, it launched Wednesday. It's not available in stores just yet.
You're right. It's not available in stores. It's going to be around while supplies last. Paige, I'm not seeing this as a go-to for me, but I can see it working. You know, maybe like Bloody Marys. You know, there's always a hot kick when you have that type of a drink.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think if I'm thirsty, I want something peppery and spicy, but I'd give it a try.
Okay.
Yeah, can't hurt. All right, it's 6:56 now, and I always love to get Bob's takes. Bob, would you try this Dr. Pepper pepper drink?
I might because I have never had Dr. Pepper before. So I'm not a pepper.
Forrest Gump is so disappointed in you.
What did he drink, like 50 Dr. Peppers?
What? It's not my favorite soda, but like I've tried it.
I haven't. I'm going to have to. Now I feel like I'm left out, like I need to do it. So I will. We'll check it out. Let's check out the temperatures. It's in the 30s this morning, a little frosty for some. It will be a breezy and cool day, highs into the mid-50s. I'm going right around 55 for the high today. Paul Davis 10-day forecast, another cool day Wednesday, and then we warm it into the 60s as we go into Thursday and Friday. Showers later Friday into early Saturday, just minor, and then it starts to cool off into the weekend, and then next week heading towards Thanksgiving. Looks like a wet travel Wednesday, but then Thanksgiving, blustery and cool. Not bad.
All right, not bad, Bob. Thank you, and thank you for joining us on Coast TV News today.
And the Today Show is coming up next at 7 a.m.
We'll be back with Coast TV News midday at 11, so stick with us.
And for even more coverage and countdown, download our apps. Have a great Tuesday morning, everybody.